One of the illest artists. We got the designer. He does it all in the Bay. And from the city, you know who Friscasso is, where Key to the City is. And come on, man.
Yeah.
He's all one love, one show. What's up with man?
Yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate the praise. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for having me. Yeah, Friscasso, like you said, some of y'all know me as Frisco. You know, that's more some old school street shit. But, you know, I still go as Frisco too. But Friscasso now as far as the industry. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. I feel like you've been doing hella artwork, hella coming back and forth from the Bay to Nevada. Man, how come you made the move out there?
Cost of living, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, there's money out here.
Yeah.
You know, I love home, always gonna rep the city, always gonna rep the mission, always gonna rep NorCal, always gonna rep Cali.
Definitely.
You feel me? But it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm making 10, 12 bands a month, but then I'm spending like 10, 12 bands a month.
Yeah.
It's not making sense.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me? It's like, if I'm spending 10, 12 bands a month on all my bills and you know, investing, keeping shit rolling, well then I need to be bringing, 20 would be nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. You could actually stack some money and all the shit. So, you know, things was real good. It was kicking off hard. Like my first year in business for this shop, we was doing 150K. You know what I'm saying? And
that was a year.
That was the first year with this shop open.
That's,
you know what
that's
I'm
pretty
saying?
good, bro.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment because they say people in business don't start to make money after the first 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me to come from my background, you know, street background and gangs and drugs and jail and all the shit, and no college, no investors, no mommy and daddy money, no mentors. You know what I'm saying? So for me to just come from the streets and the struggle and all the shit and make my own choices and build a business and it's making 150K the first fucking year, that's a big
accomplishment.
You know what I'm saying? But we crashed a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The economy, me moving out of state, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers want to come here to see me, take a picture of me, support me, chop it up, you know what I'm saying? So me just being out of state, you know, things kind of died out. Obviously, for me, I don't believe that people could fully understand politics unless they know history.
Okay.
Because when you go further into history and you see who's connected with who's funded by who, funded obviously, then that's some sort of control. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, we're going to give you these millions or billions, but you're going to fucking do what we want. You're going to push the agenda that we want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all like bought off and paid out type shit. But like I said, you can't fucking, the further you go into history, you realize a lot of these motherfuckers evil agendas and goals and plans, you know what I'm saying? Because they talk about it openly. There's video, there's live fucking past video, whether it's TV or fucking
shit, they even target the kids nowadays.
Yeah.
Even with like it's mainly like
that's
it's subliminal. So every time I see like Disney or like old like Mickey Mouse, there's always some hidden agenda.
Yeah. I mean, in old Disney. So the CIA was like part of Disney. Like the CIA bought the swamplands in Florida for Disney. You know what I'm saying? So Disney back in the day was used as propaganda to brainwash us and our kids, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're raised believing the bullshit that they're pushing. Like there was hella, I don't know if it was World War II but there was like old war, like propaganda in Disney. I mean, there's scenes you can see where fucking Mickey's fucking, I think a piece of pie or some shit like that. But there's multiple scenes with like sexual type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, the Lion King, like there's shit hidden in all types of fucking movies. You know what I'm saying? So Disney is not.
So you think it's like the government's playing like 3D chess with people?
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. Like people, they're like pulling levers and like
it's. I know we kind of going off subject.
Shit, bro. We going off. Way.
Oh yeah, I mean conversations bounce back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's like what it comes down to is the elites, the richest of the rich, the motherfuckers who own the banks, own the schools, own the colleges, own the hospitals.
Yeah,
they're the ones that control. They're at top. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them we don't see speaking or anything, but there's enough the history out there to know what's what. You know what I'm saying? It's like you look at TV. right? There's hundreds or thousands of channels or however fucking many. But in reality, there's only like 5 corporations that control everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're basically their own.
That's everything. Even the Spanish, Univision or whatever the fuck you want to bring up, it's all controlled. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the media, like, you look at, like, Fox News or, like, CNN, there's all, like, there's the left and the right, you know? Like, like, what you're watching. But I understand, like, there's an agenda they have to push. If they don't talk about that topic,
there is, but a lot of it is just people are so brainwashed that they can't even realize truth when they see it. You know what I'm saying? There's corruption no matter where, what country, what state, what city. There's perfect doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I forgot what my point was. Don't do drugs.
All right, well, let's bring it back. Let's talk about the
So when you first started making clothing, like, how did you get introduced to it?
So for me, I was always just an artist.
Yeah.
You know, I used to draw a lot. So, you know, I didn't have no goals or plans. Like, you know, you see the movies and shit where kids are like, I want to be a fireman. I want to be a police officer when I grow up, daddy. Like, I you know, I didn't have no dreams. Like, you know, I just wanted to be in the hood.
Yeah.
I just want to drink, get high. What's happening? What we doing? What we on?
I mean, that's the byproduct of your environment. Like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, pretty much you know, never thought of, you know, I didn't have family like pick a trade, figure out what you want to be, do, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like building you up and molding you to prepare you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, I just wasn't worried about nothing, but I always had the talent of drawing, which is kind of passed down in my family. But pretty much, you know, everybody in the hood knew I used to draw because I used to draw tattoo. Even though I wasn't tattooing at the time, I used to draw tattoos for a lot of the homies in the hood and shit. So one random day, just kicking it on 2-4, some homegirls from Bryant Street. I think it was Brietta from Bryant Street and Smiley from Bryant Street. And I don't remember who else. It might have been 1 or 2 other homegirls, but it was all just on cap, I think in front of the El Taco Loco, the old school, just hanging out. And they were like, hey, we just found out there's a program on 25th and Mission to teach you how to print T-shirts. So I was like, okay.
Wait, how old are you at this time?
Maybe
like in your teens?
Yeah, maybe like 16 or something.
Okay, so you were young. Like this was like the building stages of like being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So this is the very beginning. So they told me about the class. I was like, all right, sounds interesting. So I walked over to 25th, went and introduced myself and let them know, like, hey, my folks just told me about the class you got here.
Yep.
What is it going to take for me to join? And it wasn't much. They're like, yeah, pretty much don't take shit. You want to come in this day, this time, and you know what I'm saying? And we'll get you going. Pretty much it's to keep us out of jail, to keep us out the hood so we're not out there risking our lives and freedom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so at that time, you know, the city or government, whatever, was still putting money into programs and shit like that to teach us and help us, you know what I'm saying? So, I just started going little by little. And from there, I spent a little less time on the block, you know what I'm saying? But then I go right back. So it's like, say class starts at 5, like, all right, I'll be on the block, walk over to the class, start at 5. If it ended at 8 or whatever fucking time, half the time I'm there, like, past hours, like, all right, it's cool. Like, let me be there for an extra 1-2 hours if they're working late, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, so let's talk about how, like, what was the mindset there? Like, you were like, all right, I'm going to build a business out of these classes? Or, like,
no,
it
was just some...
sharpening your skills at that time?
It was just different. Like, it wasn't about... You know, I didn't see it as, like, oh, I'm going to sharpen my skills or I'm going to do a business. I just went and checked the shit out. And was like, oh, this shit's pretty fucking interesting. All right, we're going to start out learning to print posters, print stickers. And mind you, all this shit was, like... We didn't have full funding, so we didn't even have equipment to like really print T-shirts yet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like we were making shit. Like so we was learning other shit too. We were learning woodwork and like, you know, just other trades, other dope shit. So like we'd have fucking custom tables that we go downstairs to the basement and do all the measurements, chop the wood, fucking screw them together, screw fucking casters so they got wheels. So we were building our equipment, little clamps. So before we had a press, there was some clamps you could screw down to a table. Where you could attach, they just go up and down, so you could attach a screen to.
Oh, shit.
So the screen could be standing up, put it down, and then from there you could print a sticker or print some posters, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck. And this was in the Mission?
Yeah, 25th admission.
The fuck, they should have programs like this like now, bro. I don't even.
The place is still there. Just I don't know if they're doing any type of classes. Probably because of government funding or lack of government.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro, it got you where you're at today. You feel me? Like,
oh yeah, so pretty much, I got more and more into it, and then as we're building and they're getting more grants or more funding or shit donated from other shops.
Yeah.
Like we finally got a used press. Like whatever year I spent years there. You know what I'm saying? And fucking.
Is that how you learn how to do jewelry?
Yeah. I'll get into that. We're leading up to that. So.
Okay.
At some point we ended up getting a press. I think it was a 6-color 4-station press, but it was all ghetto, old, fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, learning more just from scratch. They had us take apart the press, fucking sand the shit down, primer it, paint it, grease it. You know what I'm saying? So now we know how to fucking disassemble and put together a press and make the motherfucker look brand new.
Right.
So did that, and then that finally led into doing T-shirts and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, they started linking me with other programs for me to get paid for my art. Like not even making shirts, just drawing. Like Rap High School or Continuation High School, whatever. Rap, I drew them a logo and got cashed out like $400.
Oh, so you're doing commission work and they're putting you on.
Yeah, and that was them, like teaching me how to do contracts and all this shit.
Damn.
So Rap owns the rights to it. I can never sue them for nothing. And at some point, I think I even printed like 500 Rap shirts or some amount of shirts for Rap back then. So
wait, what is Rap?
I think it's Real Alternative Program. I don't know if it still exists anymore, but it was on Bryant Street between 25th and 26th.
Damn. I mean, shit, I haven't heard of it, but I mean, we're a younger generation. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we might not even.
Yeah, I mean, it was dope. Like everybody from the hood, Bryant Street, LNS, York. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers went, and then you'd have motherfuckers like San Quinn and JT the Bigger Figure coming through to like guest speak to the classes and give us motivation and tell us get out the streets and all that type of shit.
That's fucking
sick. But yeah, so so I went all in on that. Ended up spending years there, and little by little started to buy my own equipment. You know what I'm saying? And then they would even give me, like, here's a free squeegee or here's some free ink. You know what I'm saying? Try to help out what I could. So at some point, after we got the T-shirt press and learned that process, we started making our own, shirt designs.
Yeah.
And that's where it got interesting. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, this is dope. I could just draw whatever the fuck I want and do the process and print it on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was
that's all it takes, bro. Like,
yeah, and that's when the fire fucking sparked. You know what I'm saying? And fucking I started making Frisco shirts. Like when you see shirts that got a bunch of drawings inside, like I was.
Like inside of the.
Yeah, like whether it's letters or SF or some shit. Like I was one of the first. Actually, Spooks, Adon, he was doing some shit back then, and he had some shit like his own designs where he had stuff. But besides him, I was like one of the only other motherfuckers like drawing designs and just putting dope ass artwork, just all drawn. And, you know what I'm saying? Frisco shit, Mission, 2-4. You know what I'm saying? I just got into it. Like now I'm going back to the hood, getting out of class. Like, look, we'll buy some shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
$25, $20, 25, 20. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring back 3 of those. I want one of every color. You know what I'm saying?
That's sick, right.
So that's when it's like, okay, this is dope. And now every day, like I'm fucking be in the hood, go to the class gets out, go back to the hood, be in the hood all nighter if that's what we're doing, or however many out. You know what I'm saying? And did that shit for years. So my first clothing brand I started was called Frisco Mob Gear.
Frisco Mob Gear?
Yeah, so Frisco Mob Gear was the first brand I started. And I had it had it in stores all over. There was the Discolandia on Harrison and 24th. They had it. And that was an old school dope spot. The one on Mission, I think it was between 23rd and 22nd or some shit. They had my brand fucking, what's it called? Casa Bonampak on 24th. And in Balmy, like right before the liquor store, they carried my shit.
And you naming stores that they're not even around anymore.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean that at that time, I'm sure those were like the
I forgot spots. What's the one from Market Street that moved down? Was it City Limits or some shit on 25th? No, not 25th. 24th, 23rd, 22nd. It's one of the old school clothing stores from Market. They moved there. They were carrying some of my shit. I mean, I had stores all over carrying my brand, and even a little bit of jewelry too. You know what I'm saying? Sick. And then
you learned to make jewelry at that.
Yeah. So at some point, they had a jewelry program in there too. And at some point I transferred over and started to dabble with that and started the beginning process to learn. And I stayed in that. And so all the jewelry you see now is because of me just learning the basics.
Or that's one of your pieces that you got on, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, I just made this for the art show right here. Oh, I'm sure y'all seen it.
Yeah,
sick, bro.
I gotta put the clear coat tonight and fucking
shit. So
and frame it.
Like a side question out of that, like making jewelry. How long does it take to like make pieces? And like I'm sure it's like a long process and all that, right?
It depends. Something could take fucking a day. Something could take 2 weeks. Something could take 3 weeks. You know what I mean? It's a process depending on what they want, how big. You know, if they want diamonds or anything else. But yeah, so pretty much I only learned the basics there. I learned how to cut, solder, polish. I think that's it. Cut, solder, polish, and clean. And even though I learned the basics, I still didn't even get like the full, like to polish a piece and make it shine. There's some shit called rouge. That's like the polishing compound. Okay. So on the buffing wheel, you got to put that. But there's like, 10, 20, 50 different kind of rouges.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know what the fuck happened to motherfuckers to this day. Yeah. I'm over 20 years doing jewelry now. You know what I'm saying? I got thousands of pieces I made fucking out in the streets.
Wait, and rouge is like you said a chemical compound?
Yeah, it's like a compound that you put on the buffing wheel. Same thing like when you polish a car. You put the fucking, what's the shit called? I can't think.
I see what you mean. It's
you put the wax and the fucking polishing thing to buff a car. So it's the same thing, but it's like rouge. It's like a clay bar. But there's so many different kinds. But I'm just saying, like, there's so much. Even though I made it this far and I'm doing like $5,000 fucking custom pieces and all type of crazy shit, diamond iced out shit, there's so much shit I don't know. Yeah. I just learned the basics and I took the game and ran with it. So with the basics, I fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, that's how you start, bro. Like, I like for everybody, like everybody who's a professional, like they started somewhere like they didn't know and then eventually just practicing.
Yeah. So fucking, like even my teacher, like he used to make some crazy shit. Like the handmade shit he makes would be like some shit you would see a fucking pharaoh or Aztec god wearing, like big old 3D, shit. And they're all fucking hand carved. Oh shit! Damn. You know what I'm saying? So he still has all types of knowledge that I don't have, but he don't stay out here anymore. He's in Albuquerque, I believe. But on another note, on some levels of different things, I passed him up. You know what I'm saying? And I've actually he actually came here some years back. Yeah. And I started teaching him how to set diamonds. Oh, so it's dope that, you know what I'm saying?
Full circle.
Yeah.
And that was your mentor teaching you how to do it?
Yeah. So he ran he was like the head director for the whole program, period, you know what I'm saying? That's it. I mean, obviously there's people against him, but he's like the hands-on one, like running shop, like this is what we do, you know what I'm saying? But, like I said, there's so much I don't know that like he's a fucking master at, but it's dope that in some aspects I passed him up and have got to bless him, you know what I'm saying, and try and teach him some game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful, bro. I mean, that's how it works, bro. Like you learn, it's like, it's being humble too. Like, sometimes it's just like understanding how the game works, and then the teacher always got to learn some game too.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm one of the most humble motherfuckers that anybody could ever meet. I hate big-headed, fucking cocky, fucking dickheads.
I mean, you close opportunities like that. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the entertainment industry, it kind of depends because motherfuckers like loudmouth, fucking wild motherfuckers because it's entertaining. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially today's generation that's not built how we was and follows more of a street code and ethics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at 6ix9ine before all the snitching. Right. He was blowing up like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a wild, reckless, just talking. It's entertaining. Right. You know what I'm saying? So hella motherfuckers entertain, and little by little, kind of like it grow on them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just fucking,
I mean, it's pretty whack to like see that shit though. Like, why is like the people that are like the fucking craziest?
Like same thing. Like Cardi B, right? She was a wild shit talking ratchet ass bro.
Stripper. She was a stripper.
I mean, she was talking hella. She's still fucking. What's the word I'm looking for?
She's ratchet.
Ratchet is definitely one of the words, but she's not. I think she needs a little more education in her life. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, but she's pretty where she at now. I mean,
oh yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing an example on how loudmouth, ratchet, shit talking, like
people
blow up because it's entertainment.
Right.
I mean, look at Kim Kardashian. Like, she blew up off some sex tape, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, like shit like that.
And now it's entertaining, just how dumb they are. Like when they talk on fucking their TV
you have a
show,
conversation with them.
Oh my god.
Right. It's like, hella vague.
You know, I don't watch that shit, but I seen like some little clips here.
Yeah, I mean, but it's fucking crazy. All right, so I have some questions on like regarding the brands that were popping back then, like the 2000 era. Like, what was the brands that were like in stores that were like popping that people were rocking?
Shit, I mean, there's been all types of Bay brands that come and go. As far as Frisco, Sucker Free brand was popping back in the day. Fucking Leroy had Auto Media, and Adon Spooks, who owns Dying Breed, Gift of Gab, he had Bloodline, but that was just more on some street shit. But it was dope. Like I used to rock. Like there's hella old school pictures. You see me rocking the Mission fucking shirts, keep a bitch broke. You know what I'm saying? So he always had some dope street shit, but back then it was more like street and gangbanging type of apparel as far as him. But as far as like Frisco, I think we were kind of the originals like doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like every rapper you see now has a clothing brand, a clothing store. Like nobody had that back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like fucking doing the festivals, car shows. Like I travel everywhere. I'd be in San Jose, Salinas, Fresno.
Word.
Back in the Black and Brown days, like we travel together. I travel with Gotos, or even if it's not Gotos, other artists and people in the label, and we go smash out in the Thiz vans and drive to Visalia or fucking Fireball or random ass, cities out in the valley and shit like that. So
damn. I mean, so you've been traveling with a bunch of like, you would say like the rappers that got the entourage with them. Like you're always like moving around.
Well, who's part of the label?
Back then a lot of the rappers were strictly just real gangbangers and real street niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, we're in a different time, right? Like,
yeah. Now anybody can fucking rap and blow up worldwide without being street.
Yeah.
Or following any type of street code or ethics. You know what I'm saying? But it was just different times. Like for motherfuckers to be out and about, like. Are you just being out and about, period? Like, the gang presence was crazy. You know what I'm saying? You go to any car show or anything, there's fucking hundreds of homies out there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Just ready to get in some trouble.
Yeah, motherfuckers like pit bulls just looking like, you catch the wrong side slipping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's mandatory that niggas getting off, but it was just different times, you know what I'm saying? So, stepping out at those times, there was less square motherfuckers and less, like, people who weren't,
right,
politicking and
I mean that makes sense.
Shit.
How did your relationship come about with you and Jacka, or like was it through like Thiz or like, because you've been around a lot of people in Bay Area kind of scene.
So originally, I mean I've been around a lot of motherfuckers, studios and streets and different shit, but originally my relationship was stronger with Hustler. You know what I'm saying? I know Hus for years, and he would fuck with me. Like, he like I said, I don't like big-headed motherfuckers and cocky fucking too good to talk to you, too good to answer your call, text. Like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Hus was cool. Like, he'd call me, text me. Like, we was cool back then. So I knew him for years. And then at some point, met Jack, and then, just started being around him more and more. And then at the same time being in different studios and staying the night in studios and being gone for like a week at a time, doing music or traveling, touring, or just being in the streets hustling and shit. The relationship grew. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been to one of his BM's house out in Pittsburgh years, way back. So I've met a bunch of his kids. I know his mom, sister, fucking. I used to fuck with Jack, like really pick him up, you know what I'm saying? Take him home, you know what I'm saying? Like everything I got with Jack, he never charged me.
Word.
Nothing. Like the Pulled Up song, he didn't charge me. The Pulled Up photo shoot, he didn't charge me. The Pulled Up fucking music video, he didn't charge me. All the other songs I got with him, he didn't charge me. But at the same time, I looked out for him too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he wanted an AR pendant. I made him the AR pendant he had that was made by me. The Jacka belt buckle, that was made by me.
Oh, that was made by you?
Yeah, fucking.
I think there was like a on one of his albums or something, right? Or am I mistaken?
No, he wore the GoBots video shoot. He wore the AR piece.
Okay.
Damn.
I mean, that's dope, bro.
Then,
so
what is it? Fucking I don't know. I got distracted.
well, no, but it's dope that you and Jacket had that close relationship. But how was he like a person? Was he like a?
He one of the dopest niggas, period. Especially from the Bay. Like,
it was more like the hyphy era, the 3X shirts, motherfuckers a medium, and then they just wearing a fucking gold.
I have older like brothers and sisters and hella older cousins. I always seen them like throwback pictures, tall ass tees, hella jerseys, look hella big, baggy ass pants. It's hella different now seeing that the new wave now. Right. Just seeing everything change.
Yeah, fucking it was just how we dressed, you know what I'm saying? It was just like fucking I think with fashion, you know, not everybody like looks at something and be like, oh, I'm gonna dress like that. You know what I'm saying? Like on purpose, like on some dick riding or fucking follower type of movement. Oh, I'm gonna do it because everybody else is doing it. I think like with fashion, I think some of it. I mean, some motherfuckers do that. You know, they ride the wave. Whatever's hot, like they gotta have everything that's hot. But other than motherfuckers, a lot of us is just we kind of adapt to what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like as a Bay as a whole, like we like the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was just our. I mean, it wasn't even just the Bay alone, because you could look at like old school videos of other like hip hop artists across the world, New York, Dipset or whatever. It was just the fashion, you know what I'm saying? And we all just kind of adapt to it. And with the times, even switching up, motherfuckers kind of adapt. And, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, or even like I went to the super skinny jean phase. Not me, but I'm just saying like people and the culture in general went through the super skinny jean phase, which I never felt that shit. I still don't fucking, you know what I'm saying? And then some motherfuckers just kind of dumbed it down, that like us that was wearing the 3X and 4X and all that shit. Because you look at me, like, we could show some past pics and fucking, you know, I'm with 3XT with a 4X jacket or 3X. Like, when it comes to jackets, I probably got one of the illest collections of jackets. Furs, fucking leather jackets, custom. I got a custom fucking Giants jacket, 101, the only one in the world, fine leather. I got a fucking $500 Scarface where all the designs are in stitching. His face is stitched, holding the fucking chop.
Damn, that's clean.
And that motherfucker's too big for me. It's like a 4X.
Oh shit!
Now that I'm I'm wearing like more of my size and dressing shit that fits me how it should, not too tight, not too baggy. Yeah. Now I'm like, fuck, bro. Like half of my fucking jacket collection is all shit that's too big. You know? Damn, right. Some of it's cool and some of it isn't. But now I'm like, fuck, I need to find someone to chop this bitch up and sew it back together so it fits me right. Because I try to put on some of my old shit sometimes and fucking. You know, I got like shit that's still like brand new condition, Coogee fucking button up, Coogee pants, all type of different shit. Word. And it's like, fuck, bro, this shit I look like a clown. You know what I'm saying? You know, at that time, it is what it is. Like, that was what was in. That was hot. That's how we all dressed. But now it's like me, you know, dressing how I should. Right. You know what I'm saying? I try to put some shit on. I'm like, fuck, this shit don't look right. But. You know,
fuck, bro. I mean, we were talking about it before, but the Astro boots, like the big ass red boots, like these fashion trends, they come and go. Like, you know, if you make a dope design, like it's gonna catch on fire. But there's just like trends that be just coming out of nowhere and then just takes the world by surprise.
Yeah, I mean, some shit's just gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? Quick money, it's gonna hit, but it's not gonna last. It's gonna phase out. You feel me? Yeah. But you know, that's what it is.
Yeah, let's run it back with the jewelry, because we might have missed that. But the jewelry, like you were saying, like it started off from like that program in high school, right? And that's really where it took off, where you started like sharpening your skills, and like you weren't even like really like being aware of like how it was improving your life, but it really changed.
Oh yeah,
like
I mean,
shaped who you are.
with the printing and jewelry, I think it probably saved my life.
Word.
Because, you know, like if I didn't have because now I got this store here in Frisco. We're going on our 7th year. Fucking and then my shop in Vegas, So originally in Vegas, I opened up Key to the City, Las Vegas, like 10 minutes from the Strip. But like I said, Vegas is weird. They ain't got no culture, and the support, there ain't support like over here. You know, over here, motherfuckers do car shows, carnival, all these different events.
Right.
And the locals, the people, we all support.
Right.
We all buy each other's shit. You know what I'm saying? We all support. Like we go to events and get money.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Carnival, like I'll fuck around and make like 8 bands, 10 bands for 2 days at Carnival. But you know, you do something in Vegas, you'd be lucky if you sell one T-shirt.
Holy
like,
shit.
Motherfuckers don't support. They don't buy shit. So at first, the opening of the Vegas shop started out good, and the grand opening was dope. Mac Mall came out. AP9 from the Mob Figures lives in Vegas, so he slid through.
Damn.
Yeah, like I said, Mac Mall, Ant from Dirty Dollar. What up, Ant? They both slid out for the grand opening, so we did the grand opening together. And even besides that, I had hella people fly out and drive out from fucking as far as Utah, fucking Arizona.
Oh, that's love.
The Bay to really be there. So that shit was dope. But it's like I said, it started out cool, and then it just on top of, you know, I opened the store during the fucking and all the bullshit. So, but it just didn't work out. So I shut it down and converted it to a print shop since, you know, I have the shop in the back here. And with that, I was still producing shit for my Bay customers. Like I still produce shit for a lot of businesses and brands out here in the Bay, even though I'm in Vegas now.
So you just like be shipping and
shipping. There's times that I drive back. If I'm driving back and I got their shit done, then I drive with their shit and they ain't gotta pay no shipment. You know what I'm saying? But,
what do you say? That's a bigger business than like selling your brand?
I mean, they both good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The print industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like...
You know what I'm saying? There's motherfuckers getting $1 million jobs off one order. Imagine somebody comes to you for a T-shirt order for $1 million.
Yeah.
That's big.
Money.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just working. Like right now, I got over $100,000 in equipment right now.
Word.
How many machines you got?
2 presses. I mean, I got all type of shit. So I got 2. In the back right now, taking apart, I got a 6-color 6-station screen printing press. In Vegas, I got a 6-color 4-station press. I'm supposed to buy another top 6-color 4-station press. It's just sitting right now. I got a $25,000 DTG setup. I got a giant $50,000 embroidery machine. It's like as big as a car. I got all type of shit. I got, you know, that's just that. I got jewelry equipment. I got recording studio at the house, booth, all this shit.
Shit, you got a whole...
Yeah, airbrush equipment, because I'll be doing airbrushing and murals. Fucking...
how'd you get into airbrush? Because that's like... That was like a big thing back in the 90s. Everybody wanted the airbrush shirts.
I mean, that's when I had the store next door. My first store is when I first started out fucking with the airbrush. Just, you know, just art shit. That's all it was, and making extra money.
Oh, your first store was next door?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's what I was saying. The picture I sent you that y'all could load shows a picture of us actually in front of... When I was 20, my first store, exactly right next door, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But yeah, all that shit, fucking tattoos. I tattooed for like 10 years, but I sold all that equipment because I got carpal tunnel and shit, so my hands fucked up. I can't.
Off like the work you've been doing, because it has like the strain because you're like working with your hands.
Yeah, I mean, fucking. You know, you're gripping a fucking gun, whether it's steel or aluminum with motors and the shit's like this.
Yeah.
So you got to strain your muscles and hands to keep a steady line. You feel me?
Yeah.
So years of doing that shit, a lot of artists get arthritis and carpal tunnel and shit like that. Especially if they don't take care of themselves, which a lot don't do because they don't know no better. You know, it's like a car, right? A car, you get a tune-up, or else your engine is gonna blow, your tranny's gonna go out, etc., etc. You might blow some head gases, radiator. Fucking, you gotta tune up your body.
Yeah,
you feel me? Massage therapist, acupuncture. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 things that any tattoo artist should be doing on a regular basis if they want to last all them years and not have no problems.
Speaking of tattoos in San Francisco, you know Ed Hardy?
Yeah, I don't know him, but I know.
Yeah, like Ed Hardy, bro. His fucking artwork is like fucking beautiful. And how he got into like making clothes was off of his crazy ass designs, like, you know, the tiger and the fucking all the animals. He did.
Skulls and roses.
Yeah.
I used to get all that shit. I used to, when that shit was hot, I used to get all the bootlegs and sell the bootlegs and be making bank off that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, bootleggers, bro, it's crazy. A big bootlegger that I don't want to say like copying designs, but Dope Era, they be like they be making all kinds of different designs off of other brands.
Right, like taking an old school Nintendo.
Yeah,
or some shit, like you did a Duck Hunt or some shit. I mean, I think we all do that. That's like when I took the Fila and changed it to Frisco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, when it comes to corporate shit, you know what I'm saying? With corporate shit, it's like we get a pass. I mean, no, we're not supposed to. But I'm saying it's not like oh, I'm gonna go bootleg your shit. You're gonna try to bootleg mine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's a different story. Like as far as us as little brands or upcoming brands, or no matter how big or small we are. You know, us bootlegging each other, that's another issue. That's like, hold up, nigga, I'm finna get at you. Like, stop selling my shit, nigga, or depending how big or bad the situation is, like, nigga, I'm finna get at you for real, if you don't stop selling my shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's a corporate brand. It's like, who gives a fuck? These niggas is multi-millionaires, billionaires, you know what I'm saying? So, to take fucking a Coca-Cola, a Coca-Cola logo or Fila or Nintendo or some other shit,
but shit, bro. I did hear like there was a brand in LA. They got a lawsuit because they did like some kind of I think it was Chinatown Market, I believe.
I mean, there's a lot of brands.
There's like a lot of brands.
I mean, I've had cease and desist before too. That's the first thing they're gonna do is try and contact you, fucking email or whatever, and send you a cease and desist letter. You gotta stop selling this shit. Take it down from your websites, etc., or else we're gonna come after you and sue the fuck out of you.
Holy shit!
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you get those warnings, like, all right. I had it twice. I think when I did the limited edition Warriors trophy.
Oh, you did something with the Warriors?
No, it's
no. I know.
It's not officially with them, but you know, I made a fucking trophy, like a championship trophy.
Yeah.
So I did limited edition 200 pieces. I think they said a cease and desist from that, and I might have got one. Either from the Niners or the Giants before. I don't remember.
Holy shit.
I forgot, you know.
Yeah, I mean, shit, bro. They want their money. They ain't gonna play. Hey, bro, weren't you telling me about the Frisco Psycho? Remember, like, oh, this brand was like... Did you ever do a brand called Frisco Psycho or something like that?
No, so
there was something like that.
Maybe you're talking about San Francisco?
San Francisco.
So before they even existed...
Well, tell us the background, because, like, there was like some kind of like shit going on.
So you know my clothing brand, my original one, Frisco Mob Gear.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's way back in the days before everybody was doing shit. Before there was a San Francisco, I made 2 different San Francisco designs. I had one spelled CYCO.
Yeah.
And then I had one spelled the proper way with PYSCHO, San Francisco. So I was one of the first ones that I know about to be making.
Right.
And my shit was hot. All the festivals, car shows, and shit. My shit, stores out here was moving my shit. And anyways, years later, fucking San Francisco pops up. I'm like, whatever, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as they ain't taking my exact wording, like my design that I drew up.
Yeah.
You know, that's like somebody making like, y'all make Frisco shit. I make Frisco shit.
Right.
Made in the City makes Frisco shit.
Right.
Hells Angels make Frisco shit. Dying Breed we all make Frisco shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're all doing our own different
designs.
We're not bootlegging motherfuckers exact. Even though there is people who have done that before.
Right.
We're all making our own shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, fucking, it kind of is what it is up to a certain extent. But I've had people in the past on social media be like, oh, you're bootlegging San Francisco. Like, how long, you little young ass bitch? You weren't even alive. You know what I'm saying? You weren't even alive. You was your daddy's nuts. You're probably like 5 years old or some shit back then. It's like, I did this shit way before they even existed.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So if they made a whole, and I don't necessarily see like as they took it from me, because certain sayings and shit we all say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like fucking, like I said with the Frisco shit.
Yeah, I mean, like
we didn't invent it to say it's ours,
yeah.
but we all do our own versions.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't trip off it. Like, all right, well, cool. Whether they named their store or brand San Francisco, whatever. I'm still gonna make my San Francisco design.
Yeah.
I'm not bootlegging they shit. But some broad fucking try to make, and a couple times on social media, motherfuckers would be like, "Hold on, bitch," like, you know, and just tell them like, you don't know. Like, I existed before them. I did this shit like over 20-something fucking years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, before there was half of these brands, I mean, or stores or anything. You know what I'm saying? So, if anybody, including them, even want to say something now, I don't give a fuck. Run up. do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I ain't got no ill intentions toward them. And like I said, they made the brand after I already had my shit out. It's cool with it. Just don't take my exact design and don't say shit to me because I was doing this shit before y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So ain't no hate towards them. It is what it is. Like we all, like example, when I did the Frisco feeler, right? And I first posted the shit, my cousin Sente from Made in the City, he was like, bro, I was designing the shit. Then he showed me he was in the process designing it, but he never finished it.
You beat him to it.
Yeah, I beat him to it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's not like he posted it and then I took it.
Right.
And then I did the same shit and then beat him to releasing it.
Right.
We didn't know. We had the same idea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people in the Bay and in the city, we have the same ideas.
Yeah.
It ain't necessarily that a nigga seen your shit and is taking it, especially when you never put it out there.
Exactly.
How could I know he's designing it if I never posted it? And how could he know I'm designing it if I never posted it or talked about it? We both had the same idea.
Right.
I released it first. I beat him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And luckily I did because, like I said, that design
that's the one that
for years, like 3-4 years, just sell out. That's, to this day, I ain't made them in like a year, but if I was to bring out the sweatsuits again, they probably still sell out. That was one of the hottest designs I ever fucking made.
Shit, bro.
So, a lot of people be thinking like, oh, motherfuckers bootlegging this and that. It's like, bro, like, we got the same idea sometimes.
Right, yeah.
I understand someone taking your exact design or a piece of it. You can see like, that's part of my actual design. That's a whole different story. But sometimes, like, somebody recently, I don't remember who, did a high-speed design with like a cup of characters, right? So they released this shit, I don't know if it was like last year. I seen somebody, I don't remember who it is.
Yeah.
But they don't know that I had my own high-speed design with cup characters in an old school car that I designed maybe like 5-6 years ago. And actually, Seth they Made in the City started to do the graphic visual of it, but I drew it by hand. I even posted it. It might be, if it's not on one of my Instagrams, it's on my Facebook. But it's actual there. So I dropped this shit years before they even...
I know you're talking about. You're talking about Delta City. They made the design.
Yeah. So I never dropped my version, but I designed it like fuck. But I did post it. It's like, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they can see, like, if I ever drop my shit, which I probably will. Yeah. And somebody tries to say like, oh, you bootleg Delta City. Like, nah, go. I'll go find a post on my Instagram or like I said, no.
I mean, look, bro, you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah,
maybe you should have like an archive.
Right.
Like a whole ass archive of like your
I'm
work.
just bringing this up like as an example. I ain't got no issues with them. I'm not even tripping because we both had the same idea.
Yeah.
Right.
It ain't like, I mean, they could have seen my shit because I did post it, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm not tripping. All I'm saying is when and if I ever do drop it, don't say shit to me.
Yeah.
Because I had this shit designed 4-5 years and even put it online for the public to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, in general, in all industries, sometimes we have the same ideas.
No, exactly.
And
especially if it's local too, and everyone fucking knows high speeds or.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean there's certain sayings that people say, like motherfuckers say "sucker free," all across the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if some rapper from New York was like some sucker free in a song, somebody from the Bay gonna be like, oh, they stole our shit. Like it's a worldwide saying, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. Everybody ain't always just stealing shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers could be. We all come from the same shit.
I mean, the part about like being an artist, like say a designer, you get inspiration from other people. You feel me? Like that's part of the game. Like you get inspiration, and like it's similar to what fucking say Louis Vuitton did, and then you make your own version. It's like you get inspiration. It's like, that's how it is.
Influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's the beauty of designing, because you always want to make something new and like. Yeah. But everything like
fucking.
Everybody has their own like design.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, there's been other like local brands. I can't think of right now, but have like dropped shit that I had the idea to, or started design and never finished, or I have it designed and never released it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
But they wouldn't dropped it already. I'm like, fuck.
Right.
Now I can't drop my shit, even though I had my shit for years or thought up or just never did it. I can't drop it because they already did. Now it's gonna look like I'm the exact same idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I can't do it because it's gonna look like I'm taking this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Like another example, when I first opened up Key to the City, I didn't know what I wanted to call the store. So I made a list, for like a week or a couple of weeks. I'm writing down lists of names for the store. Like no, yes, no, yes. Slimming down the list, and Mike Adams' family.
Yeah.
He had a Key to the City design that they released, but fucking.
But the name didn't exist. The key to the city.
No, so I had that on my list, but I'm saying they dropped the shirt, so some people were assuming that I stole it from them.
Oh.
But they don't know. I was making Key to the City jewelry years before. So if you go back to my Facebook, it's still up to this day. There's a custom pendant that I made, and the title of the logo was a little different because I had different variants of sketches and shit. But it's the same concept.
Yeah.
So there's a piece on my Facebook right now with the date. Same thing. Like, I made this piece maybe like 4 or 5 years before they even designed the shirt, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mike Adams' family, that's fam, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just bringing it up as an example. Some people thought that I took the name from his T-shirt, but they don't know that I was making Key to the City jewelry designs in different variants 4 or 5 years before they even had the shirt.
Where did the Friscasso come from? Where did that name come about? It was just like a...
So, like I was saying, originally, streets, gang shit, everybody knew me as Frisco. I still go by Frisco. It's just a lot of people. Some of the original people I grew up with and still fuck with, and people from the hood still call me Frisco. Because, you say, ain't nobody more Frisco'd out than me. Everywhere I go, I'm either black and orange or black and red. You know what I'm saying? You see the old school 10 bands on the paint, fucking custom Frisco'd out. You know what I'm saying?
You still got that?
No, I got total. But,
fuck.
Yeah, so originally that, but like I said, kind of going more into the entertainment industry. I'm like, I need something to separate from the background and crime and investigations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So Frisco, half Picasso, because I'm a Picasso with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Friscasso is a perfect blend, and motherfuckers just love it. And I just been rocking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've been doing this brand shit for a minute. You ever had like any brands, local brands, hate at you or anybody? Yeah, ever come into the store hating type of shit?
Shit. The only thing I could really think of is this years back, right? Some store called Artillery AG or some shit like that, I think, on Mission, right on the corner from 24th. When they first opened, I went over there and reached out. I think I went and checked them out, and I think they said email or some shit, so I emailed them. I was like, hey, I'm a local artist. I got clothes, custom jewelry, all type of shit. Can I put my shit in y'all store on consignment? You know what I'm saying? That way y'all get y'all percentage, y'all make some money.
Right.
And it got my shit, you know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker, they emailed back like, I'm sorry, this isn't what we're looking for. We don't think, this stuff's gonna sell around here.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Like, do you know who the fuck I am, nigga? Like, when it comes to Mission, well, I am the Mission. I don't know where the fuck you guys come from or who you are.
Yeah.
But, nigga, all the original stores, fucking, like I said, Gossip Bonaparte, the Disco Lounge, when that was a dope spot on 24th and Harrison, the one on Mission by 23rd and 22nd, motherfuckers. My shit's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go into community these motherfuckers, everybody know me.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about gangs, Bryant Street, LNS, York Street, SFM, OGs, young homies, motherfuckers know me.
Yeah.
The fucking, everybody know me.
Yeah.
How the fuck you gonna say my shit? Bro, my shit, some of the biggest shit to ever come out the Mission, period.
Damn.
Jewelry, clothes, music, everything. Come on now.
What did they say? It was just wasn't the right fit?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, bitch, what do you mean?
Damn.
What do you think half the Mission fucking artists got their motivation and inspiration from? You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. So, yeah.
I mean...
It's all good. Artillery AG. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anyways, aside from that, ain't nobody ever kind of like really hate. Like I said, I've had my shit in stores from Fresh Apparel in San Bruno to San Jose to Concord to Pittsburgh. I've had my brand clothes and jewelry everywhere. I mean, even besides, look around the Mission.
Right.
For the past 20 years, you see my gear everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, motherfuckers got T-shirts still that I made like 20 years back. You know what I'm saying? The fucking hoodies falling apart, but the print's perfect. But, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the process. Where can they follow you? Where can they get to know more about who you are? You have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever, all that.
Yeah. Main Instagram's Friscasso, Friscasso. If you go in the bio, you'll see my store page that we in right now. You'll see my clothing brand page, Hustle Relentless. You'll see my print company, H365 Printing. So follow me. Once you're there, go into the bio. You can follow my other pages. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, as far as music, you know, I got different states playing my music and shit right now. I got new music on the way. But yeah, all the regular platforms, iTunes, Google, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, etc. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not hard to find.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you, brother. This was an insightful interview.